Hey, welcome to another day of taking notes. We are going to focus on some notes today. A brand new concept. Well, not a brand new concept. You kind of learned a lot about this last year, actually. You learned about tenths and you've learned about hundredths before. So now we're just going to focus on some more of our decimal place values. All right. Today, what I want to look at is let's go ahead and make a page on decimal place value. Decimal place value. And the date, we get into the end of September, the date will be 9/27. So decimal place value, 9/27. So after you've written that in your table of contents, probably go ahead and let's take a tour of what we've done so far. So decimal place value is going to be our notes today. So far this year, blank kind of, whole number place value. Remember, we're starting basically right here at the end. Estimation, multiplication with the zeros trick, multiplying two digit by 3-digit numbers, basic division, order of operations, strip diagrams and unknown values, prime and composite numbers, and then today we're going to work on decimal place value. Remember the date. All right, so 9/27, September 27th. All right, so that is the title, decimal place value. Now we'll go ahead and write an essential question for the day. Our essential question is, what is one of the ways that we can represent, that's a P, represent pieces of a whole number? Pieces of a whole number. So remember, so far this year, we've been talking about whole numbers. But now we're going to start talking about those pieces of whole numbers. So not the whole thing, but a part of it. All right? So right now, you should be looking at decimal place value. You've made an essential question, and then you've created a 2-column note so we can start looking at decimal place value. So the first thing that I want to cover is the decimal point. All right? The decimal point. The decimal point is really important because it separates whole numbers and the decimals. All right? So the way we would say this is 1 and, that's how we say the decimal point, 2/10. So that would be the proper way to say this number, 1 and 2/10. All right? So first things first, the decimal point separates whole numbers and decimals. So the decimal point separates whole numbers and decimals, and we say decimal point as and. So we don't say point, say and. Don't say point, say and. Don't say point, say and. Don't say point, say